Welcome back to the BJack 70 show. I'm your host, Brandon Jackson, and it's still predictions week. So we got predictions to make. Today, we're talking about just the AFC, the playoff teams, so the division winners, the three wild card teams, and I'll tell you who just missed the cut. Is in the AFC, I got one team just barely missing the cut, and then everybody else is a couple tiers below. So, before we get into it, thank you for watching. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Um, but let's get into it. So, I'm gonna go in order of I'm just going by the seeds. So one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Um, and those first four are division winners. Um, number one, it's the Chiefs. It's the Chiefs, and I'm gonna continue to pick the Chiefs as the number one seed, bet on them until it stops being lucrative for me personally. Um, Obviously, it was a bad idea to bet on them for the Super Bowl, but every other time it's worked out. The last 2 years before that, it worked out betting on the Chiefs. They still got Patrick Mahomes. They still have Andy Reid. They still have a very good defense, if not a great defense. Travis Kelsey, based on how he looked in the preseason, looks like he might be a little bit rejuvenated. Definitely personally rejuvenated after proposing to longtime girlfriend Taylor Swift. So shout out to them. Congratulations to them. Might give him a little boost. Um, yeah, this Chiefs team also has a revamped offensive line, and they might give Mahomes some time to throw downfield, bring back the electricity that they've been missing on offense. And it's the Chiefs. It's the Chiefs. So I got them. I got them as the one seed. Number two seed, Baltimore Ravens. They're just consistent. They're nothing if not consistent. They like Lamar. You can guarantee Lamar is going to be excellent in the regular season. For the Ravens, you can pretty much guarantee that they'll be number one or two or three in rushing the football. You can guarantee that they'll figure out eventually how to get a good defense. Because last year they started off bad, started off terrible, but eventually rounded into form and became a very good defense. They are the model of consistency in the AFC. As long as Lamar Jackson is healthy, they're gonna be fighting for a one seed. They're gonna be fighting for the bye. They're gonna win the division. Like it's pretty much always locked in as long as Lamar Jackson's healthy. And as far as I know, he's healthy. I know he left practice last week and there was a whole scare, but I think he's fine. So Ravens number two. Number three, the Houston Texans. Have them winning the AFC South. Shouldn't be a surprise there. Their defense is still really good. One of the best defenses people have talked about all offseason. I'm a huge fan of CJ Stroud and his talent and his work ethic and just him playing quarterback. I'm a huge fan of his, and I think he can a little a little bit of a down year in his sophomore season, but I think he will get back to what we saw his rookie year, being that almost elite quarterback. Like he is a guy that can challenge for top five quarterback in the NFL. Um, and that's a hard group to get into, but he is a guy that has the talent to challenge to get into that group, and I believe he's going to do that. So got the Houston Texans number three winning the AFC South. I didn't say it for the Ravens, but I have them winning the AFC North if if they're the 2 seed, of course they won the AFC North. So I thought that was self-explanatory, but might as well like make sure I say that. And for the 4th seed, I have Buffalo Bills winning the AFC East, of course, like they always do. Josh Allen, another quarterback, excellent in the regular season. The Bills aren't as model of consistency as the Ravens are, but they're damn near close. I have them winning the division, um, just off the strength of Josh Allen. Really, um, I don't know what their defense will look like. They're always a good regular season defense. Kind of remains to be seen what'll happen in the playoffs, but every year, like during the regular season, they're up to they're close to the top of all the categories that you want to be at the top of on defense. They have Josh Allen. They signed James Cook back. James Cook will be good for them. I like Ray Davis as a backup. They still was it is it Ty Johnson? They got Ty Johnson coming out as a pass catching back, but I haven't gotten to the receivers because I don't know what the receivers are necessarily going to look like. They signed Josh Palmer, um, which he was a cool little deep threat in Los Angeles with the Chargers, but is he really a difference maker? Not sure. You have Keon Coleman. Do we know if he's good or not? I don't know. I can't say either way. I can't say he's bad. Can't necessarily say he's good. So we'll see. And then Khalil Shakir, they just paid him, but he's been hurt all preseason. So I like Shakir. Think Shakir is a good receiver, but he's been hurt. We'll see if he can get healthy and be the difference maker that Josh Allen needs him to be. But either way, off the strength of Josh Allen, they'll win the AFC East because I don't think any other team in that division is really worth a damn. Um, which that gives it away. I don't have any other AFC East team in my playoff picture. So so spoiler alert there. All right. So going into the AFC wild cards at the 5th seed, um, I have the Cincinnati Bengals, and I said this during yesterday's prediction prediction week episode because I picked Zach Taylor as my coach of the year. So that would essentially tell you that I have the Bengals in the playoffs. I have the Bengals as the 5th seed, getting a pretty good number of wins, but not enough to win the division over Baltimore. I'm just enamored with this offense in a way that I can't really describe. I have that much confidence in Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Chase Brown. I love what they have going on offense with those guys, and they double down on it. They paid T. Higgins, paid Jamar Chase to double down on the strength. So that's what it's going to have to be. Going to have to average 35 points a game just to be competitive, really, if the defense does what it did last year. But defense can change from year over year. It's hard to keep a good defense year over year at the top elite. Um, I don't know what the numbers are for bad defenses, but I think it would be hard to be that piss poor of a defense year after year after year. Not saying that they're going to become this great unit, this super elite unit, but I think they'll be okay to keep them in the game, let the offense take over, do what they need to do, and get the win that way. They got Trey Hendrickson back. That was huge for them. Shamar Stewart got in camp. So They got some help on the defensive line now, and we'll see how it goes. Al Golden was great at Notre Dame last year. Of course, that's college, but we'll see. I know I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt here that the defense has not earned, but I'm just such a fan of Joe Burrow, the offense, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Chase Brown. I'm such a fan that I think they'll overcome whatever deficiencies that they have on the defensive end. My sixth team, the Jacksonville Jaguars. Mm, excuse me. I believe, I believe, and it's probably stupid, it's probably dumb, could be wrong, but I put my money where my mouth is, and I bet them to make the playoffs. I got them as my sixth seed. I got Brian Thomas Jr. as my offensive player of the year. I believe in the offense. I believe Liam Cohen is going to unlock something in Trevor Lawrence. I believe in Trevor Lawrence. We know I believe in Trevor Lawrence. I know he has the ability, but I need him to lock in and unlock that ability that he has, that we all know is in there, but he just has to become consistent. He has to show it. He's flashed it, but he has to. That has to be who he is, not just who he could be. Um, and I know that's asking a lot. I know that's asking a lot. Um, but I like this team. I like this team. And, going through the schedule, I had them getting in the playoffs. It's really just that simple. I had them getting into the playoffs. They won a tiebreaker with the 7 seed and then the 8 seed. They won a tiebreaker with those two teams. So that's why they're at the 6. But yeah, man, I'm a believer. I'm a believer. I saw what Liam Cohen did with Baker Mayfield, and I want that for Trevor Lawrence. That's really it. I'm being super optimistic, and I don't think it's crazy because they were in the playoffs a couple years ago. Was it a couple years ago or is it 3 years ago now? I'm not exactly sure, but they've been in the playoffs. Trevor Lawrence has a playoff victory on his name, and they gave the Chiefs everything that they could handle the next round. So I don't think it's that crazy. But let me know in the comments how you feel about the Jags in the playoffs. Last but not least, I got the 7 seed Los Angeles Chargers. Justin Herbert, again, another one of these guys. You love the talent. You know what he can do. You've seen the flashes. You need him to become consistent. Kind of got unlocked in the second half of last year. For the first half, Jim Harbaugh wasn't letting him throw the football the way he needed to. He was ground and pound doing what he did in Michigan. But then somebody must have told him like, hey, you got damn near a unicorn at quarterback, right? You got one of the most talented guys in the league at quarterback, right? Like maybe like figure this shit out, Jim. So he did. Um, they got in the playoffs last year, lost in round one to the Texans. They're probably they're probably losing to the Ravens in this scenario if they're the 7 seed. But hey, once you get in, anything can happen. Anything can happen. So I got the Chargers here. Like Justin Herbert, like what they're going to do on offense. Loved Omarion Hampton as a prospect coming out. We'll see what Najee Harris is able to do. He wasn't on the pup. He's on the active roster. So they think he'll at least play before week 4, or else he would have been on the pup. So that's encouraging. Love Lad McConkey. They got Keenan Allen back. I love Keenan Allen. Even at his big age, I still like what he can do for you. Trey Harris, we'll see. Quinn Johnston, we'll see. Um, Huge loss losing Rashawn Slater, but luckily they did draft Joe Alt, so they'll just slide Joe Alt to the left side and hopefully cobble something together on the right side. Um, and yeah, man, like they're a good team. This AFC West is going to be a monster this year. Because there's no bad teams in the division. And speaking of the AFC West, the team that was on the bubble that just missed actually had the same record as the Chargers is the Denver Broncos. Um, and my calculations going through the schedule had them finishing with the same record and the Chargers edging them out on the tiebreaker. They they play week 18. They play each other week 18. And that's going to be, I'm sure, is going to be a huge game with huge implications. Like Broncos versus Chargers, probably fighting to see who gets in, or like that game could essentially keep somebody else out that's trying to fight their way in. But the way I have it, I had Chargers, Broncos, Chargers getting the dub, Chargers ending up with the tiebreaker, and them getting into the playoffs. Um, I would say that game, because you know how they flex the games like on Sunday week 18, like nobody knows like what time they're playing until like you get to that week. Um, this could be that Sunday night game, like that last game of the season, of the regular season. But tomorrow, when I give you the NFC playoff teams, there's another game that that will be, in my estimation, for a division for the one seed. So that game is probably going to be last game of the season, Sunday night football. So yeah, AFC playoff teams. Let's run through it one more time. I got Chiefs, Ravens, Texans, Bills, Bengals, Jags, Chargers. Broncos just missing out. And I had the Broncos with two more wins than the next team after them. Like I had Broncos with 11 wins, and then the next highest team I have the Raiders with 9 wins. So if it goes how I think it's gonna go, the AFC West is gonna be crazy. It's gonna be a dogfight. But I got the Chiefs coming out of there victorious, and the Chargers scratching their way into the playoffs, and the Broncos watching from the crib in January. So, man, appreciate you watching. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Tell me, am I crazy about the Jags? Am I crazy about the Broncos with the best defense in the league not being able to make it? Um, Let me know what you guys think. Appreciate you watching. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Um, the show is on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow for the NFC playoff teams, and we'll see you.